Dictation at 90 words per minute. In the light of the above principles, which have been reiterated in subsequent judgments and given effect to dependent on the facts and circumstances of each case, as is apparent from the judgments cited by the counsel for the parties referred to above, it can be said that normally the potentiality of the acquired land is the price of land which a willing purchaser is ready to pay to a willing seller. The court, for making a fair assessment, looks into the bona fide transactions regarding adjacent lands subject to considerations like location, size, and potential, etc. While doing so, the proximity of time is execution of the sale deeds of surrounding land and the quality of land are also taken into consideration. This much for looking into and taking into consideration the sale instances of same adjacent land. Broadly speaking, the first and foremost is the nature of the land and the purpose for which it was being utilized on the date of the issuance of the notification under section 4 of the LA Act, with a further consideration with regard to the potentiality of the acquired land. The purpose primarily is to determine the market value of the acquired land, which would be the price that a willing purchaser would pay to the willing seller. It is also required to be taken into consideration that when the land is acquired, generally the owner is not interested in parting with his land, rather it is being compulsorily acquired. In such circumstances, potentiality of the land acquires a preeminent position. The basic principles having been spelt out with regard to the determination of the market value, now we proceed with the case in hand. In these circumstances, when the disparity in the value of the land has been asserted and claimed by the claimants, consideration has to be shifted to the sale instances and the sale deeds produced on record. The value of the land primarily is dependent upon the factors which have been referred to above, and the instances of the sale deeds in and near the acquired land would be an indicating factor. Since none of the sale deeds which have been produced on record, as discussed above, throw clear light, keeping in view the fact that the area of these sale deeds is very minute as compared to the acquired land, nor does it point towards the prevalent rate of the land in the area and the acquiring authority having itself granted 620 per square yard. When seen in the context of the potential of the land acquired, the above discussed evidence which has come on record and the purpose for which the same is to be put to the use. Stop.